guys, welcome to another YouTube video. So as you saw, I had some footage rolling just show you guys what I have before a longer run. Now sometimes I don't eat breakfast. Most days I don't eat breakfast, but if I wake up really hungry, I'll eat breakfast and then I'll go for a run. So today was one of those days, and I'm glad it was one of those days so I could show you guys kind of what breakfast looks like before I go for a run. So I got the protein and the fats in from the eggs and the healthy fats, and then we got the oatmeal in there as well for the carbohydrates. And I wait normally about like an hour and a half. So typically, that's kind of one of those things where I don't like to run if I don't have time to let it digest, but because it's weekend, I have time to let the food digest and hit this run. Just going to show you guys in this YouTube video some meals that I use to, one, keep me satiated, because nobody likes, the worst thing is being hungry. So I'm going to show you guys some meals that keep me satiated, help me stay lean and put on muscle. I've been utilizing these since day one, so these are my favorite, and yeah, I'm just going to show you guys. So you guys saw the first one, which is just oats, blueberries, peanut butter, and then eggs, whole 9 yards, avocado. So as you guys know, I am in an ultra prep, so the ideal thing for me right now is to, well, it's not ideal, but for me is I don't necessarily want to be a runner. This is like my biggest controversy that people fall into. It's like when you start running, you see these people that dive all in, which is amazing, great for them. That's what they focus on, that's all they do, that's what they love. And then they kind of lift, and they kind of have a little bit of muscle, and that's one thing. But for me, and I've said this before, and I think everybody should train this way. Train how you like. Like, literally, fitness should only enrich your life, not take away from it, and it shouldn't feel like a burden. So if you don't like to run, don't fucking run. If you don't like to lift, don't lift, just run. Like, if that's what you like to, if you don't like to work out, don't work out. But my main point is applying this to my ultra prep is I don't want to be, and this is just me, nothing against any other runners, seriously, I respect the hell out of them, but I don't want to be a runner. I don't want to just be a runner. That's why I don't even really necessarily call myself like a hybrid athlete. I just like to say athlete because, I don't just love to run. I love to lift. I love to lift more than probably I like to run, right? So for me, I love building muscle. Man, I used to watch Arnold videos pre-workout and shit. So for me, it's like, do I want to get better at running? Do I want to run an ultra marathon? Do I want to run 100 miles? The answer is yes. But do I want to lose my muscle, not lift, so I can run 100 miles easier and maybe more effective and more efficiently and make life 10 times easier when I train? No. Even that seems like the smart answer. No, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I love lifting. I love putting on muscle. I love dialing in my physique. Like, after this ultra marathon prep, like, I'm not going to be so focused on like running and whatnot. Like, I'm going to probably dial in more of my physique and focus more on building muscle rather than just focusing on running, even though right now is the season for that. Ideally, I like to lift more than I like to run, but right now I'm running, obviously, because I have to run fucking 100 miles, so I have to focus on that. That's a priority for me. But I do want to say, this is kind of just me ranting, and I don't want to waste your time, but I think this is important to note, is when you think or you see shit on social media, or you see maybe a friend or whatnot train some way and it's motivating, and you think you like it and you try it, and it's not exactly what you like and maybe you enjoy, but it is a challenge, that's okay. Like, you can do that challenge, but don't ever classify yourself as like, oh, because I started running, like, now I'm just a runner. Like, I don't believe in that. I just think like there's seasons for everything. So I was a bodybuilder, in my opinion. I was 207 pounds shredded fucking what, 3-4 months ago, and now I'm 205, 204 pounds, a little softer, lost a little bit of muscle, but you know, I'm running, so there's seasons for that. But you know damn right during the summer I'm getting back to that 208, like a little less shredded but big. Like I like holding muscle. So like this is like the last thing I'm gonna say before I keep ranting is do what makes you happy, train the way that makes you happy, and you don't have to fully like unless you want to be the best of the best of what you do. But most of us are just trying to have fucking fun. Like just invest in what you want to do, right? And just go all in on that. And, you know, if something changes, change it. But don't be so like married to the idea that you have to be a runner or you have to be a lifter or you have to be, um, you know, like a fucking, I don't know, whatever you want to classify yourself as. Just honestly, that's the beauty of it with fitness is you can try new shit and get good at new shit. And, you know, if your interests change. Like life's too short to just do one thing, in my opinion. That's why I like doing multiple things, because it's more of like learning than it is like the outcome. Like this 100-mile ultra prep is more of me learning. Like, yeah, we're gonna see how far we can freaking push ourselves during a long run, and just like learn solitude from running and whatnot. So that's the part I'm enjoying. I'm not really enjoying losing the muscle, being completely honest. But I know I can build it back. So like I said, there's seasons and phases with everything. You just kind of got to roll with it and figure it out and do what, you know, you enjoy most, not what you think other people enjoy or what other people think. So yeah, that's kind of like my rant. But let's go run. We got fucking, I think we got 8 miles today. Might do 12. So yeah, let's go to it.
Now on these runs, it's important for me to be as transparent as I can. The most and the saddest and the least confident I ever was when I said things and I never did it. I said this before on a run, but when you say you do something or you're gonna do something, you're gonna start that diet, you're gonna change your habits, and you never change, and you keep telling yourself you're gonna change, but you never take the action, those words don't mean shit. You lose confidence because those words don't mean anything to you. And if you can't even, like the words you tell yourself, if you can't even love yourself enough to at least do what you say you do or want to do, or at least try, man, that's where you lose confidence. That's where people get depressed. That's where people get sad. It's because they make all these false promises that they never follow through with. And then you'll just start, that'll just start doing things on other things in your life. Like you'll keep saying this to, you know, other people around you, like, oh no, I'll do that. Or I'm gonna start tomorrow, or no, I'll eventually do that. But you never do, because the easy shit, like taking care of yourself, self-discipline, self-love, if you can't even take care of yourself and love yourself, you won't be able to do it in anything else. So it starts here. Believe in yourself, believe in your words. That's where confidence is built. But yeah, wrapping up this run. So let's do it.
Like that, we did 9 miles. I had an 8-minute per mile pace. So yeah. So I get tons of questions about, you know, I want to quick talk about like, you know, how you get better at endurance training. And one of the best ways to get endurance training and like anything else is do it more often. And just like anything else, the harder you do it, the more likely you're going to burn out and the more likely you're going to fizzle out or get injured. So the same with running. If you don't run a lot, don't go out and run as fast as you can. Start slow, and eventually you'll build your aerobic base. So what I do is MAF method, which is 180 minus my age. I run at that heart rate most 95% of my training right now, because it's ultra training. Think of it like tortoise in the hare. It's slow and chill. So yeah. Oh baby. At the end of the day, you are what you eat. So let's put that jet fuel in and take you guys there. Almost like I own a diesel truck. I know you guys can't see it, but I think of a diesel the same way. You put in diesel fuel, good diesel fuel. You don't put in like fucking gas. Obviously it wouldn't run right, but the same with your body. You want to put in the best diesel. Like I like to say, diesel build. I like to lift and run far, run fast, and be big, strong. I like to think of myself as a diesel truck, not a Prius, but I fuel it that way. You know, give it tons of food, give it tons of fuel, and it'll perform. So yeah, let's go show you guys those meals. Here's my next favorite meal. Now this is buffalo chicken bowl. So if you ever had like a buffalo chicken dip at like a Super Bowl or whatnot, this is pretty similar. So what it is, it's like the healthy macro version. So what you do is you add 1 serving of plain yogurt, and then you add hot sauce to that. Now, because I was tracking my macros, sometimes I add cheese if I need extra fat. It does make it taste better, but I didn't here. And then you add chicken to that, and then you stir it up and heat it up together, and then it'll get like just like buffalo chicken dip. And then I add 100 grams of rice, and then some carrots, and I mix it all up, and it tastes amazing just by adding the vegetables and just makes it a little more nutritious and tastes better. So this is gonna be my second. Guys, so this is gonna be my last and final and my favorite meal of the night, and it's gonna be my biggest meal. So what I have here is high in protein, high in fat, like higher in fat and higher in carbs. So pretty much I have these hash brown potatoes I mix up. I call this the burger bowl, but I don't use like obviously bread. I make like a bowl and a burger, so pretty much it has everything a burger would. So I put mustard on it, honey mustard, some hamburger dill pickles, some ground venison, a serving and a half of sharp cheddar cheese, and then a whole bag of mixed vegetables. And I probably have around like 300 grams of potatoes, which probably is like 50, 60 grams of carbs. Now I do this because in the morning I normally don't eat. I wake up and I have all the glycogen from this big meal that I have, like top off my glycogen and my carbs and my blood and my muscles. So that way when I wake up, I don't have to worry about digesting a meal. I store it overnight and everything's good to go and I'm ready to go. And I feel like a weapon in the morning because I'm filled up. The tank's on my muscles and everywhere, like dumping diesel in your truck and starting it up and having a full tank. So that's kind of why I do that. But I'm gonna show you guys the bowl, how I make it and whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod and wrap up this video of my favorite meals to hold on muscle while running an ultramarathon. And yeah, so let's do it. If you guys are interested in these meals, I have all the macros and everything and how to make it on my app as well with my training programs. Hope it helps someone else progress in their fitness journey as it really helped me. So